and talking to Kenzie up there about the brush meter and stuff, they said we do test work down in Central Illinois. And different companies will try, a farm journal is in charge of it. They'll always do a 3-year test. And anybody that wants to compete on their planters down there, and they would always start at Gregg Sauder's farm, which is precision planting now. And I said, what's the man's name? And he said, well, he's a young farmer down there. But they gave me his phone number, and I called Gregg, and I said, I have something that I'm working on, and that has more potential to get a good stand of corn than anything I've ever seen. And Howard's thing, I've said, had more potential for no-till than anything I'd ever seen. You know, I mean, that's where our connection coming. But anyway, I took it up and showed it to Gregg. And he said, if you can get these things in production by next spring, we're going to start, Farm Journal's going to start a test on farming devices. And all there was at that time was plastic wheels that are about 4 inches in diameter. And I was in Moline, Illinois the morning that they started manufacturing the seed firmers, and when I picked them up, they were still hot coming out of the machine. Well, I dropped them off at Gregg's on my way home, and I think it was that was on a Monday, and on Thursday I called Gregg and I said, how are you getting along? And he said, can I sell those things? And he said, I'd like to have, if you let me have Illinois to sell them in, said, I'll go to shows and do advertising. And I said, well, how'd you get along? And he said, we were using the 4 different kinds of wheels of different sizes, I guess, or diameters, or widths. He said, it rained one afternoon when we weren't quite through with where we were running, but it hadn't rained someplace else, and said we needed to go on, but we just to finish this field up what we're in. And he said all the wheels plugged up so bad, but they had to quit. But he said that seed firmer was running just like a knife through hot butter, and he said, I don't sell those things. And I called Vince Harshaw, my patent attorney, and he said, I told him, I said, Gregg wants to sell those things in Illinois. And he said, if he's going to do advertising and going to shows, he might want to go more than that. And I called Gregg back, and I said, would you like to have more than that? And he said, I'd like to have the United States and Canada and Australia. Because he said they come here from everywhere to see what's going on.